All right, shalom, shalom, Israel. This is Brother Kazak. I just wanted to do a quick little video of some precepts that I threw together through the Spirit, and hopefully it's edifying. Um, Lord willing, it is. I just want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. If anybody don't know, that's I just gave glory to the Most High Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and He the Savior of the nation of Israel. So yeah, first, this lesson is just talking about faith and trusting in the Lord, especially in these last days with these times that we're experiencing. And I just want to start off. I'm gonna start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. It says, "Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment." So the Most High saying, whosoever is keeping His commandments, the laws and statutes that He gave to the children of Israel, they shall feel no evil thing, despite what comes on us, especially in these perilous times. With the coronavirus showing signs of pestilence, and the store shelves is empty due to the lack of imports coming in from other countries. It's not really no goods coming in through the trade, so it's leaving the store shelves empty, and that's leaving lack of food throughout the whole nation. So people in the uproar, they don't know how they go eat, don't know how they go provide for themselves. Got the different states on lockdown. So like I said, this is really the time that we need to be repenting and coming back to the laws of the Most High, so that all of these evils, we won't be affected by it. We won't be affected by other things that's going on in the world, because when you're keeping the commandments, you'll have the Most High's protection over you. And you won't have to worry about not eating or not having things that not having your necessities, because the Most High, He'll provide for you. Just the book of Matthew, chapter 6. I'm going to start at 25. It says, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment? Behold the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they?" So the Most High is telling us, don't really worry about how you go eat, what you go eat, how you go drink, and when the next time you go change your clothes, if it gets to that measure of things. And so basically He telling us not to worry about these things, because look at the animals, look at the birds that He gave. For example, He said the birds, they don't stock up food. They don't worry about when their next meal go be, because they know that the Most High is gonna feed them. And you don't never see birds starving. They just swoop down to the ground and just find a worm just like that, within a matter of seconds. So how much better are the birds are than us? We better than birds. We the Lord's children. And so we don't need to be worrying about how we go eat or drink, or how we go survive. If we keeping the Most High's commandments, we should automatically have the faith that He gonna be there for us, and that He gonna provide these things for us. I'm gonna go to the book of. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Isaiah chapter 65. Because the Lord, he won't forsake His servants. If you serving the Lord, then He gonna make sure that you won't go without. That you're not out here bad. This is the book of Isaiah 65:13. It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." So the Most High saying the people that serving him with all spirit and truth, and staying heavy in the faith and keeping his commandments, they not gonna worry about that, because he said his servants is gonna eat, but the people that's not serving him gonna be hungry. He said his servants go drink, but the people that's doing the opposite, not serving the Lord, leaning to their own understanding, trusting in man, they want to rely on the other nations or the so-called white man, they want to rely on what he putting out. Because I think they said Donald Trump trying to give everybody $1,000 or something like that. So, you got people looking forward to that. But where's the faith in the Lord, Where's the faith in the Most High? It said, "Behold, your servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. My servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." You're going to be ashamed because you chose to trust in man instead of trusting in the Lord. Instead of trusting in the Lord, and the Lord is going to leave all of y'all that trust in man confounded in these last days, and his servants going to be the ones rejoicing. But let's go get an example of how the Most High didn't forsake one of his servants. We gonna go to Kings 17, and I'm gonna start at 1, so you get the context. "And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, As the Lord Yahweh of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word." So Elijah was a prophet, one of the greatest prophets. And the Most High told him to go and tell Ahab the king that it's going to be a famine in the land. It's not going to be no rain as long as the Most High said it's not going to be. So he went and did that. And then the Lord, verse 2, it says, And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, Salakia, by the brook Cherith that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he told Elijah to go hide by this brook. And verse 5, it says, So he went and did according to the word of the Most High. For he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith that is before Jordan. Verse 6, And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. So the Most High told him to go hide by this brook, and I'm going to command the ravens to bring you food one time in the morning and one time in the evening. That's what you get for trusting in the Most High. The Most High, he'll never forsake you if you keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments and living the way that he told you to live. If you putting your faith in him, then he'll never leave you out here confounded. We gonna go to Baal and the Dragon, get another account showing that the Most High never forsook his servants. Baal and the Dragon verse, let me see where I want to start. I'm gonna start at 29. So they came, verse 29. So they came to the king. This is if you don't know this is the account of Daniel in the lion's den. So they came to the king and said, Deliver us Daniel, or else we will destroy thee and thine house. Now when the king saw that they pressed him sore, being constrained, he delivered Daniel unto them, who cast him into the lion's den, where he was 6 days. So it was a crowd. They came to the king saying that they wanted Daniel to throw him in the lion's den, because they wasn't happy with Daniel at the time, so they they wanted to throw him in the lion's den. So the king gave Daniel up, and that's what they did, and he was in the lion's den for 6 days. And verse 32 it says, and in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every day 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which then were not given to them, to the intent they might devour Daniel. So every day they was feeding these lions 2 carcasses and 2 sheep. And then so before they threw Daniel in the den, they starved the lions out. So the lions would be hungry. They'd be more what's the word I'm looking for? They'd be more aggressive. And so as soon as the Daniel would get tossed in the den, they was hoping that the lions would just jump on Daniel real quick and start devouring them. But let's see what happened. But we know the account that the Lord had an angel with Daniel, and that the Lord shut the mouths of the lions, if you read in the book of Daniel. But he was still in there 6 days without eating. So let's see. Verse 33. Now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk, who had made pottage and had broken bread in a bowl, and was going into the field for to bring it to the reapers. So Habakkuk used to make food for the reapers, the people that's in the field doing the work. He used to feed them. But let's see what the Lord told Habakkuk to do with the food this time. Verse 34. But the angel of the Most High said unto Habakkuk, Go, carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. Verse 35. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is. Verse 36. Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown, and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den. So the angel took Habakkuk by his hair and basically teleported him into the den where Daniel was with the lions. Verse 37. And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, Daniel, take the dinner which Yahweh, the Most High God, have sent thee. And Daniel said, verse 38, and Daniel said, Thou hast remembered me, O God, neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee. So the Most High, if you seeking the Most High and you loving him, which love is keeping the commandments of the Most High, you'll find that in the book of 1 John. If you loving and seeking the Most High, he not go forsake you, especially in these times of trouble. Because he know when you're in trouble, the Most High know what you need before you even ask for it. Let's go to another precept. This the book of Job. Book of Job, chapter 5. I'm going to start at 19. It says, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yet in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. It says, In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. So in famine he gonna redeem you from death. Just when you're on the brink of dying, just when you're on the brink of starving, he gonna come and redeem you. He go get a raven's charge to bring you food like he did for Elijah. He go bring another prophet like Habakkuk to bring you a meal like he did for Daniel. It says, verse 21, Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of the destruction when it cometh. You're not going to be afraid of these things that's coming, that might come upon you, because you got faith in the Lord, and he going to deliver you from these things. Verse 22, At destruction and famine, peep this, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. It say at destruction and famine. You're going to be laughing at these things because the Most High got your back. And when the Most High got your back, can't nothing Can't nothing trip you up. It's the book of Psalms. Because once again, once you keeping the commandments, the Most High, he'll never forsake you, especially if you keeping the commandments and staying heavy in the faith. This the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 7. It says, "The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them." So if you fearing the Lord, which is keeping the commandments, and if you seeking him, then the Most High got angels encamped around about you, keeping you safe. You don't even know it. You can't see it, but they there. They there keeping you safe, That's why it's important to have faith in the Most High, because you get his protection through that faith. This the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Most High and was confounded?" Did anybody that trusted in the Most High, did he ever lead them confounded? Did he ever lead them assed out, basically, No, the Most High never forsook nobody that trusted in him. Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or when did he ever despise that call upon him? That's why we gotta keep our fear in the Lord in these last days. Especially right now, you see how things coming, because you need the Most High's protection, because ain't no better protection than that. This is my last precept, and I'm going to go ahead and close out. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, verse 26. It says, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish." So if you serve in the Most High, you not go perish. "For I will require them from among thy number." Verse 27. It says, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance." That sounds like what we read in Isaiah. The servants go eat, but everybody else go be hungry or thirsty. So verse 28. "The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord." So the heathen, the other nations, they go envy you because you got the Lord's protection. But they ain't gonna be able to do nothing because, once again, you got the Lord's protection. With that being said, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And once again, stay heavy in the faith, Israel, and remember to keep the commandments. And, just trust in the Lord no matter what come upon you in these last days. Shalom.